Hey, ritual heads, this is Alan Ritual here with another ritual where you are that you can do. The trick, this is the use a revolver to get some chips and donuts because you're hungry and maybe they have shoes there too ritual. So, first you're going to want to find a loaded gun in a dumpster. Sometimes there is food in the dumpster you can eat because you're hungry, but if it's a gun, it's no problem. It's easy. You take the gun and you find a store like this gas station, and I need shoes. Okay, you go inside the gas station and you let the man know. Uh-oh.
Oh my god, why'd you shoot my supervisor?
Uh-oh.
Management is gonna be mad.
No, don't tell. Uh-oh.
Mr. Andrew did sexually harass/assault me, so I guess this isn't so bad.
Uh-oh.
Hurry up and get what you want and leave. I have to remop all of this. You got friggin' brain matter all over the cigarette display.
And you want chips? More? And more? Candy too. Donuts. Donut bites. Okay, then shoes!
We do have $2 flip-flops.
Ooh, flip-flops. And then you run. And then that's how you get the flip-flops and...
What?
Like and subscribe for no witnesses. Run. Uh-oh. Run.
Welcome to the Fear Fiction Podcast. Fearfic is the term for short horror fiction, mostly posted on the web. It includes any and all related subgenres. Join three assholes talking basement goo Slimebeast, inebriated interstellar traveler Abysmii, and irritable ghostly man-horde Dead Palette, as they read all stories horror and internet-related, paragraph by paragraph, and bullshit while they do it. From adolescent revenge fantasies to subtle postmodern narratives about real-life events and everything in between, they read it and critique. You better believe it. Kick it to the cold open, white boy.
So, Slimebeast, good author, pretty good author.
You worried me when you started saying an N-word there. I don't know what the hell. So, Slimebeast, what?
I admire your work. One would say that's how we met. But
yeah, you were
all of that
food,
pales in comparison to your GTA 5 RP work of recent weeks.
Well, thank you.
Thank
you very much.
That has utterly, like, I don't even give two shits about any other GTA streamer because...
And fuck them all, and they're all terrible.
They're all terrible.
Yes, I've heard this before, yes. I like to think of it not so much as GTA RP, but rather Shakespearean improv. Shakespearean level, at least. Perhaps not in verbiage.
Within a week, you made two characters that I had to make theme songs for. Unsolicited, unprompted, I just did it. And, holy shit, is it the most enjoyable time watching you subvert all the try-hard, awkward RPers who are not even scratching the surface of what GTA RP could be, and it's fucking hilarious.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but no. But by the way, that is how Abysmii, that's how Abysmii and I met, is he just emailed me and he said, here's your theme song, and I was like, what?
What? Huh?
Yeah, I opened it, the music started playing, and it was like, bet you got a big dick, bet you got a big dick, bet you got a big dick. I was like, oh, alright.
That's really frustrating, and we got to talk about the Abysmii problem. This guy, he's showing up in everybody's DMs, sending them unsolicited theme songs.
Here's your theme song. I'm stupid, so stupid.
God damn it. Abysmii, can you start a diss track series where you just do that? Where you're just like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of somebody irrelevant, like, what is it, Tana Mongeau or something like that?
Who?
Where you said there's a YouTuber called Tana Mongeau or I think that is like irrelevant by now, but pick irrelevant YouTubers and just say
Montana Mongoose, yeah.
Here's
sure.
my fresh off the presses, guys. Here's my hot new diss track against this irrelevant YouTuber. Here we go. And you just hear this fat beat. It sounds really good, really professional. And then Abysmii just laid over it going, I'm stupid. My name's such and such. I'm stupid. Can you do that?
Montana Mongoose sounds like a NASCAR nickname.
It sounds like a DuckTales character.
Here he comes, rounding the third corner. It's the Montana Mongoose again, spinning out of control.
In the number 13 car with his Marlboro Lights, Montana Mongoose limited editions, Virginia Slim cigarettes, vape.
Here comes the Montana Mongoose himself, Keith Klansman. Let's just call him Mongoose for now.
Listen, let's not dig into his past. Let's not, reveal his identity. He's going to keep his helmet on this entire time. He's a very private individual. Keith Klansman is a stand-up father, member of the community, member of a number of extracurricular community, shall we say?
Young Republicans Club #1.
He's the member of a letter club. Keith Klansman has gone into the wall and he is on fire. His car is on fire. He's running across the track, pulling off his uniform, and he's got another uniform underneath. Okay.
He's lighting something else on fire. It's a cross. Always good to see, people supporting the faith. Oh no. Oh, can we cut? Can we cut that?
His car is on fire and he is trying to steer into the giant memorial cross next to the track.
The Memorial Cross, Dale Earnhardt Cross.
The Dale Earnhardt Memorial Crucifix.
There's a Dale Earnhardt Memorial in every NASCAR race.
Double, write a children's book called Kevin Klansman. Write a young adult novel like Harry Potter, like Kevin Klansman and the Dale Earnhardt Memorial Crucifix.
I fully believe that every NASCAR fan and facility worships Dale Earnhardt as like a saint.
Oh God.
Oh,
he turned water into, motor oil.
Motor oil.
Fuck.
He turned water into ratings.
Well, now we know who tied that noose at that track that was a couple of years ago.
Okay, Slimebeast, when is Keith Klansman coming to GTA?
Oh no! No, that'd be the last thing I'd want to do.
Steal cars, you have to play Keith Klansman.
That would be the last thing I'd want to do, and it would be the last thing I did.
Yeah, I know, your ass kicked off so quick.
Why can't we have NASCAR, but instead of being sponsored by all of these different companies, what if instead they were just political ideologies?
Oh, God.
Ooh.
Being passed by the swastika car over here.
Medicare for All is pulling into third place. Oh, never mind.
And the Antifa car, painted all black, is trying to blend into the crowd.
You gotta realize that the Antifa car and the critical race theory car are neck and neck, but they are teammates in this race.
Fuck.
So we're going to see how that pans out for them. They're ahead in the points. We're going to see how this pans out for them. Oh, and it looks like the Medicare for our car is it wrecked. That is never happening.
Speaking of pants, the pansexual car is getting mighty close to everyone else's tailpipe.
The Black Lives Matter car is now turned and blocking the track, and everyone stopped. And now it's a block party.
Back and forth across the finish line so no one can pass.
God damn it. Oh.
The All Lives Matter driver is getting out of his car and yelling at the Black Lives Matter car, saying that everyone deserves to drive equally and that there should not be any backup whatsoever. Everyone deserves to race.
Holy shit.
The All Lives Matter driver has gotten out of his car, and up now he's yelling at the Black Lives Matter car, saying that everybody deserves equal treatment on the field, which is odd because the All Lives Matter car was ahead of it, but okay.
The All Lives driver.
All lanes matter.
Okay, but would this not solve a lot of America's societal and political problems if everyone had a car in the race, so to say?
It would have to be like Mario Kart.
Yeah.
The Capitol Hill riot car would have to throw podiums and, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? The Antifa car throw out frozen bottles.
Turned off of the track and is trying to attack the management.
Who is? Sorry, I was talking.
Capital. I think I said the Proud Boys. I don't fucking know.
Same thing.
The Second Amendment car, for the third time this season, has murdered the replacement driver for the gun control car. You think that the gun control car would get a clue at some point?
To the Metacar for all be the Metacar for all.
Fuck. This is so stupid.
Fuck the episode. No, we're gonna make
How did something so dumb spin out of Kyle Klansman or whatever the fuck it was, Keith Klansman?
You asked that question. I think all of us ask that question every episode. We have to accept it at this point.
A perfectly reasonable concept.
I still can't get over the Dale Earnhardt Memorial.
I'm surprised there isn't a fucking memorial in every single NASCAR stadium, and in 100 years they're just gonna abandon this whole Christian thing and it's just gonna become venerating Dale Earnhardt. Seriously.
Dale Earnhardt.
Everyone just wears a necklace with a broken car on it.
Oh no. Good lord.
Oh.
And so, Dale Earnhardt Jr. gave his only begotten father... Wait, what?
Wait. Conspiracy.
He just gets reincarnated. What are you gonna do?
Reincarnated.
Oh,
Speaking of problematic rednecks, what are we reading today?
Speaking of problematic rednecks, welcome to the Fear Fiction Podcast.
We're reading a story from the Real People Cars Authority.
Real People Cars. Come on down to Real People Cars. We got real people selling cars. Not automatons, not robots.
Go. Let's go. The baby.
God damn it.
We're reading an article from the RPC Authority.
Remember how when we started reading the RPC, we thought they were all we didn't think that. We made the joke that they were all rednecks.
True,
How
yeah.
we never really left.
Well, I mean...
I thought RPC was reject political correctness.
There you go.
Red Pill Clan? Wait, no. It's a C, not a K.
Red Pill Clan.
And the next Overwatch team, the Red Pill Clan.
That's my favorite Wu-Tang Clan cover band, the Red Pill Clan.
Red Pill Clan. God damn it.
Are we imagining just a bunch of 20-something white people doing covers of Wu-Tang? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
So this is RPC Article 997, and I know that you guys moaned when you saw that we were reading some RPC stuff, but do you know what the code name for this title is?
I do not.
I will guess Keith Klansman.
Oh my god, so apropos. No, this is The Fly That Killed JFK.
All right, the chain continues.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Chain continues.
What object class and hazards are we looking at here?
We're looking at some organic hazards, some replicant hazards, some sentient hazards, some explosive hazards, aggression hazards, and grouped hazards.
Jesus. I thought I said groped hazard, but then I reread it and it didn't say groped hazard.
It's JFK. What do you expect? Bum, bum, bum.
Hey.
JFK stands for just fucking killed.
Yesterday.
Yes.
In the grand scheme of history, if you go back to the, Big Bang, it's relatively recent.
Mm-hmm.
JFK is kind of just a footnote in history at that point.
Jesus. Okay.
Yeah. The assassination of the President of the United States, kind of not
I thought JFK was Jesus fucking Christ. With a K.
When Jesus finally comes back, that's gonna, he's gonna have to present himself in such a fashion to connect with today's youth.
Jesus has returned. Breaking news: Jesus has returned, and now, yes, he is presenting. Wait, what?
Jesus has returned, and he is indeed saying that Dale Earnhardt died for our sins.
Jesus has descended to the very top of the Dale Earnhardt Memorial Crucifix, and
Jesus has returned and has resurrected Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Finally.
God damn it.
Dale Earnhardt set to make his return. What car would he be driving?
In terms of politics?
Yeah.
Fuck. I was going to think of the number. What is it? John 316? So it's like the 316 car?
The John 316 car?
Yeah, it just has a rainbow-colored afro, like the dude that used to hold the sign up. Okay.
Well, we're joking, but like this could be a Squidbillies episode. It's not far.
Pretty specific, but yeah.
Like, yeah.
I thought you were going to say, we're joking, but this might happen someday. I'm like, wait, what?
Well, no, like I said, give it 100 years. Yeah, I could see this
Jesus
happening.
will come back.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Says it in the Bible.
And everybody was raptured.
Do you ever see those posts on Twitter where they're like, the Confederate flag actually is the naval flag that was used very seldomly by the Confederate Army and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, first of all, you presume anybody who uses the rebel flag is reading your post on Twitter. Secondly, you're presuming they read. Thirdly, you're thinking they'll care. Like,
Fourthly, you're wrong as hell.
they won't.
because
They don't give a shit.
It's just wrong.
I said it once, I'll say it again. I think that we need to get rid of the American flag with all the stars because it's keeping us from making certain places a state because, like, you don't want to throw off the geometry, right? Because you got to have a star for every state. So what are we going to do about all these places that are U.S. territories? Here's the plan. Make every U.S. territory a state and then just go back to the Gadsden flag.
Why not just, instead of adding a star, why don't they just add like some new thing like between the stars? Like, you know, look, there's a termite. That's
Where are you going, British?
A termite?
the termites or I don't know, aphids or like little brooms or, you know, some random object.
Flies?
Actually, this prompts a good question. We do need to redesign the American flag. I don't think we should go back to a design. We should go to a new one. Something that is kind of future-proof.
Future-proof.
Yeah. Because relying on a quantity is kind of stupid because what if Texas secedes, which they reserve the right to? You're going to take a star off? That's going to, number one, be difficult and costly. Number two, going to look fucking weird. It's not going to be symmetrical.
No. Texas leaves. We just divide California in two, and the conservative part of California becomes New Texas.
I see.
You could, but like California's going to, if we allow California to divide, it's going to go like 6 different ways because everyone's going to be like, well, fuck those other people. I don't want to be a part of them.
What if instead of anything else, what if we just have the American flag be the stripes and that's it, and we just have it be as many inches long as there are states, and you just
what if we just
add
made it
on
like
an inch?
what if it was just like 404 flag not found or something?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be cool. That's future.
What
If
if?
Texas leaves, are we going to call it Texit?
Yes,
Ooh, yeah.
they 100% will call it Texas. Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant. Hell yeah. Texas, secede so we can do that.
Dale Earnhardt in the Texit car.
Dale Earnhardt becomes like the state religion of Texas.
Bring it back to Dale Earnhardt being resurrected by Jesus Christ so that he can drive the Texit car.
Yep.
Look, it's happening. Just you gotta all prepare for it.
This is Abysmii's first step into becoming an Alex Jones level figure on the internet. Look, it's
We're
happening.
breaking the conditioning.
This is happening right now, under your noses, America.
We're out here in nature on the Indy 500 Speedway as God intended. Got the Dale Earnhardt Memorial behind me. God praise. Peace be upon him.
Mm-hmm.
Peace be upon Dale Earnhardt. God had one prophet. It was Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Mm-hmm.
Look, okay,
Wait.
is that not the most American thing to just, like, basically elevate some American to prophet status and say, like, no, the Bible's cool, but in reality, Joseph Smith, in reality, L. Ron Hubbard, like, that's what we do. So, this is not out of the realm of possibility.
What are we going to do? So can we get Dale Earnhardt Jr. or the corpse of Dale Earnhardt to run for president?
We might have the science now. We might have the technology.
You know, it's just like, guess what, guys? I'm entering the race.
You know what? Considering inflation, we're probably going to have a $500 bill soon. Dale Earnhardt on it.
Mm-hmm. 500. The problem is, though, I assume he would run again?
He would run what?
I assume he would run on the Republican ticket, and that's going to belong to Trump for the foreseeable future.
No, he's not going to run on the... Why would you think that? No, he's going to run on the...
His base?
Independent ticket.
Independent? Yeah.
Oof.
Yikes.
Got him. Well, welcome to RPC 997. This was supposed to be the Chain Continues episode, but fuck that. The chain is broken.
Yep.
The ties that bind have been unbound.
Dale Earnhardt will break the chain. Sorry.
That's right.
He will. Everybody, please, if you're enjoying this episode, let us know in the comments what you think JFK stands for.
Mm-hmm.
2 groups of up to 7 RPC-997 instances are to be stored in separate Class 2 insectoid biological containers, and that's been crossed out. Class 4 biological containers. Ooh.
They doubled it.
They doubled it. Double it.
Mm-hmm.
Both stored in separate 16-meter squared blast-proof containment chambers with blast processing.
So,
Should authority.
Is this an explosive fly that when you hit it, it blows off your head?
Ooh, magic fly bullet.
16 meters squared is... Oh, no, that's just 16 meters. Why would they say meters squared?
Because it's squared.
Because it's a cube.
No, that'd be cubed.
But,
that'd be
maybe.
3, not 2.
Listen, you're drunk. Dead
I'm
Paladin
drunk
is
and
dyslexic.
I'm somehow knowing, like, math better.
And I have spent 5 hours pretending to be a British person. It's like, none of us know what the fuck is going on, okay?
I love that you were pretending to be a British person and was on, like, the British hour, because everyone you fucking ran into was British and real.
I think they were faking.
Clearly. Should
Real
authority...
British. Should authority telemetry indicate that the number of instances in either container exceeds 7, ASF personnel with level 3 or higher clearance are authorized to remotely open the latch on the exceeding containers, plural.
Did we ever determine what ASF was? Is that
Only such females.
only with an A?
Yes.
I thought it was ass-sucking fiends.
That too.
Artificial... go ahead.
Anacondas suffocating Feinsteins.
Artificial shit feces. Try our barbecue sauce on your artificial shit feces. Fuck. Good.
ARM San Francisco.
Yeah.
Listen, we Republicans out here, we want to, we're tired of all of the illegal activity going out here. We want some law-abiding gun owners here in San Francisco.
I want to tell you that ARM San Francisco...
I'll tell you this. Slimebeast.
ARM San Francisco has infiltrated Mexicans liberating Palestine. They are, they are instigating...
Oh, shit.
Holy hell.
Oh my god, there's an armed uprising against the unarmed uprising.
The world is not ready.
Man, that's so crazy. The Mexicans that were trying to conquer Palestine, they went over there with no weapons. They didn't really have a plan. They were just hoping that Mexican cuisine would conquer the culture. They'd be like, yeah, we need to be liberated.
Yeah, get to look at.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, fuck. The latch will be is done to restricted access to a 20-meter long corridor, which opens up to a separate accessible chamber in which live bait is to be placed at its end. The latch will be open for enough time for 4 instances of RPC-997 to crawl through and detonate on the designated bait. After a successful detonation, the latch is to be closed on duty personnel are to confirm that kill. There's no live instances of RPC-997 remain in both the bait chamber and the corridor, and the bait is to be replaced every 4 days. On the on-site blast technician is to be assessed, and the structural integrity of the blast-proof walls is to be authorized in order replacement repairment for the discretion.
Remember how we said the RPC was a bunch of rednecks?
God damn it.
So these are explosive flies who are landing on, and footnote 2 says, various small animals, including but not limited to raccoons and goats.
Oh.
Have you guys ever exploded before you could get your flies undone?
No.
I thought you were going to say, have you guys ever raccooned a goat? Like, what?
Okay. Description: RPC-997 is the designation for a group of insects that are most genetically similar to Musca domestica. And we have a footnote: housefly.
No shit.
Yeah, right. RPC-997 possess no distinguishable features from that of typical houseflies, save for an absence of the proboscis, instead possessing mandibles which protrude from under their heads and appear to retract from view when not in use. As such, RPC-997 becomes indistinguishable from a non-anomalous fly to the untrained eye when not feeding.
Okay. RPC-997's eating patterns differ radically from non-anomalous houseflies, having a mostly carnivorous diet. with a preference for burnt/charred meat over other available alternatives. When landing, so are they like, you know how flies throw up on their food, their feed?
Yeah.
Is this like they throw up napalm or something?
That'd be cool.
When landing on a piece of perceived food, RPC-997 will extend its mandibles and begin masticating. Oftentimes, it will tunnel in a straight vector to the opposite side of the food source, repeating this process back and forth until sated. Instead of engaging in typical behavior, RPC-997 specimens have been observed to eat live subjects, confusing the subject for dead matter. Okay.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do. You just gotta masticate back and forth until you're sated.
Yeah, through all the holes.
So they prefer burnt or charred meat, but confuse non-burnt or charred meat as what they want?
I don't know.
Weird.
I don't know. Why couldn't it just be a housefly that explodes?
Yeah.
Why couldn't it just be a housefly?
Why couldn't it just...
RPC-997 is just a housefly. His name's Larry.
He's kept in containment because we like him.
I like him.
Aw.
Isn't that a dead fly? Yeah, we like him. So you just have an entire chamber dedicated to that dead fly.
Look, man,
Yeah.
there's a lot of other containments that are very difficult and possibly world-ending. 997, he doesn't give me any trouble. He just sits there.
It's pretty nice.
It's just the... Wait a second. You're a janitor, aren't you? Indeed I am. Are you just making excuses for why you didn't clean this containment chamber?
That black mold, I like it.
I like it. Listen.
We have an anomalous puddle of vomit here in the cafeteria.
No.
I'll just put some cones around it.
That is a great untold story of the RPC janitor who's just like, oh, that looks like an anomalous spill to me. I ain't touching that.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit. This turd covered in barbecue sauce. I like it. Okay, listen.
Now that is anomalous.
Okay, Double, write an RPC about an anomalous turd covered in barbecue sauce, and just let your imagination soar from there on.
It's a Delta Hazard Echo Thamian level threat. and just title it "The Barbecue Sauce Turd That Ends the World."
Okay. You have to. Okay, I was gonna let you come up with everything, but one thing. It has a mimetic hazard effect where it has a bit of mind control where when there are two subjects in the room with it, one of them will hold up the turd to their mouth and give a thumbs up while the other takes a picture of them and posts it on social media. That's it.
Turd dog.
Say what?
Barbecue turd dog. You could just call the article Bratwurst. This joke is getting really dumb. RPC 997 Buttwurst 997 about to birth Buttwurst.
Hang on, baby, I gotta go cook some buttwursts, if you know what I mean.
But oh my god, German gay bar Buttwurst. Okay. RPC 997's anomalous properties manifest in the ability to spontaneously detonate with a magnitude approximately equivalent to the force of 5 kilograms of TNT.
Why?
The method through which
why is it so big?
RPC 997 produced this reaction are not fully understood as instances detonate upon death, making autopsy fucking impossible. Through careful observation, including analysis of a high-speed footage and radiological instrumentation, its biology and behavior have been documented as such. I have a question, though. If it is like 5 kilograms of TNT, why was like JFK... his that whole thing should just be rubble. Like the entire car should be rubble.
That's why that's why I was questioning. Maybe they got more potent over time. I don't know.
It seems a little ill-defined or kind of under-defined. Maybe I don't know. In RPC 997 instances, however,
above that.
All RPC 997 instances display aggression towards any live fauna. Upon exposure to such life, RPC 997 will rapidly approach the target and land on a proximate area. In cases where the subject is moving, RPC 997 will land on the subject's body. After a suitable location... After a suitable location has been reached, RPC 997 will engage in a motion with its forelegs, typically employed by non-anomalous flies to groom themselves, rubbing their forelegs together.
See, now that's a good touch.
Yeah.
You just got little flies like rubbing their hands together, and it's, like starting a campfire.
Much, basically, ignites them. I like that.
In RPC 997 instances, however, this quote-unquote rubbing procedure, it is a rubbing procedure. It's quote-unquote rubbing. It is. Serves as the catalyst for an explosive reaction.
I'm really offended. It's like, all right, there was an Antifa member at the Dale Earnhardt Memorial statue doing a rubbing procedure, and this is not protected under the First Amendment.
Is it a statue now with like Dale Earnhardt, but his head is a big crucifix, or what?
It's just him holding a trophy, and his head is a crucifix.
His feet are cars.
Champagne.
His feet are little race cars.
Dale Earnhardt Memorial Fountain, and it's just him popping champagne and
Alright, so listen, we hired 4 guys to build this, and they had a bit of a disagreement.
Can you just imagine getting like a whole studio that just makes sculptures out of marble, just like some Italian sculptors? Oh, we shape the figure Dale Earnhardt.
This accent is amazing.
He's the Dale Earnhardt.
Yeah, so we have a great artist here. He's from Italy, and on his way over here, he did suffer a stroke, but...
Like Italy by way of Sweden, by way of Holland.
By way of severe cerebral trauma.
It's just like
Joe Don?
Yeah.
We hired this excellent sculptor, just Rolf from fucking Ed, Edd and Eddy gets off the plane.
Ed boy, you know not that the flies that explode JFK's head.
God damn it. RPC 997 is capable of synthesizing a form of TNT manifesting as fine crystal shards. Crystal shards here. This synthesis is theorized and widely accepted by the Department of Biology to be the result of an internal organ through which nutrients pass through and are anomalously synthesized into trinitrotoluene.
This is my daughter, Trinity Nitrobeline.
This is my daughter, Trinity Constance Grace.
This is my daughter, Trinity Klansman. Fuck.
Keith Klansman's twin sister.
His 2 twin sisters?
His 2 twin sisters. Yes.
Okay. Sure.
Klansman.
Fuck. God damn it, this episode.
Can we get film an entire 1950s sitcom starring Keith Klansman and call it My 2 Twin Sisters?
The Keith Klansman story.
Oh, fuck.
Keith Klansman is just the fucking stupidest thing.
It's so fucking terrible. The thing is, it's his last name. He can't help it, you know?
Well, it's like Smith. Like, I'm sorry, that was the profession. I don't like ascribe to any of it. That's just my last name.
Well, okay, no. What if Keith Klansman is just like a civil rights leader?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
He's just like, he marched with Martin Luther King and... Believe it or not, he was actually a part of the Black Panther.
Now listen here, everybody, okay? Look, here is a photo of me marching with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. at one of his famous civil rights marches. I mean, here I am, right with him.
All up down his body. Look, I'm marching.
Yeah, and then someone else says, oh, yeah, sure, you have a black friend, okay. Yeah, right.
I was sitting there with Malcolm X, and Malcolm X was saying that black people need to be separate from white people, and I'm like, absolutely. Absolutely.
God damn it. Fuck.
Keith Klansman. Fucking hell.
Oh my god. I think...
Here I am on the set of Kanye's new video. Wait, what? Sorry.
Fuck. Oh, it all comes back to Kanye, doesn't it? The substance is stored in an underdetermined. It's we're starting to determine it, but it's still underdetermined. Undetermined part of RPC 997's body, which is then fed through and secreted out of 997's foreleg pavuli. It's excreted out through a pulley system.
It's me, famous Italian sculptor, foreleg pavuli. I'm making a sculpture with my foreleg. You mean your hand? Maybe you say hand in English, yes.
Commonly referred to as the forefoot of the fly.
Oh, God.
At which point, where RPC 997 is rubbing its forelegs while in proximity to a live subject, this reactive substance is secreted, and the friction, which sets off an reaction killing the instance, the subject, and immensely damaging the surrounding area. Now, I gotta say, JFK, not immensely damaged, just damaged in the right place. Yeah. Mentally. That's what... Yeah, they went mental. So you mean that they got shot in the head? Yeah.
Yeah, fuck.
It should be noted that the amount of trinitrotoluene, or TNT, that RPC 997 should be capable of storing does not equal the blast force which occurs upon detonation.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So it doesn't make enough...
It doesn't make enough, but it does.
The amount of TNT it stores does not equal the blast force that it creates.
Somebody should have looked up what the relative amount of explosives would be needed to make like a bullet hole.
That would put you on a watch list.
No, you do it at a library when somebody leaves the computer unattended on their own car.
See, this is why you got.
Abandoned
this is why. Oh my god! This is why you got banned from Twitter.
Yeah.
Does anybody know how much TNT is needed to pierce the human skull?
Need to know how much kryptonite will kill Superman. Need to know quick. Please let me know.
He's just out there binging how to make kryptonite bullets.
Yeah. God damn it.
As it currently stands, RPC 997 either synthesizes an as-of-yet not understood more explosive form of said substance, so nitroglycerin, or the organ that RPC 997 uses to store this whatever TNT is capable of engaging in extra-dimensional special manipulation in order to fit more substance in a smaller area. That is complicating it and making it lame. We didn't need that. Exploding flies was fine enough.
That is where these stories always fall flat for me, whether it's, it doesn't matter which organization it is when they get needlessly complicated. And I think some of these details are needed to tell us how this functions, but I think that we're really caught up on the what's the term I'm looking for? The chemistry of this without actually doing any chemistry. If this delved into a bunch of chemistry, boring stuff that I didn't understand, I would be like, okay, that's cool. I understand that this isn't for me. But this person doesn't seem to be a chemistry expert, so it's I don't know who this is for or who this is entertaining.
Well, that's the strange thing.
Can't it just be a fly that is a bullet?
And it could be, but the problem is I think they realized, at this point in writing this article, oh shoot, one fly exploding and destroying everything around it, that's not going to make sense for when I explain how a fly killed JFK. They have a interdimensional organ that makes I'm just going to explain it away. When you didn't need to do that, and you just need to change something in your premise to, basically fix that problem. It's very strange.
It's basically, you've heard of wormholes. This is a fly hole.
Oh, yeah. But it kills you.
All right, well, Discovery. Is that where we're at?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. RPC 997 was discovered on 29/11/1963, 1 week following the assassination of former United States President John Fitzgerald Kennedy. On 18/11/1963, Kennedy received a letter collected by the White House Office of Presidential Correspondence. Such letter read... There.
You must translating that, you must erect a statue to Dale Earnhardt.
You will find out who he is in the future.
You will find out who he is very soon.
You will come to know him
now, but the prophecy will come true.
Alright, so the letter actually says, Mr. Kennedy, you've turned your back on us one too many times.
Wait a second. Can you read this letter directed towards JFK in a JFK voice for us to confuse listeners?
Mr. Kennedy. I don't know if that's a good start.
Yeah.
You have turned your back on us one too many times. You seem to have forgotten where your gratitude lies. Betrayal of such magnitude begets some level of reciprocity. Ich bin ein reciprocity. We're sure you are a man. We are sure. We're sure you're a man. We've checked. We're sure a man of your stature can agree. Something like this warrants an explosive reaction. Insects are cold-blooded creatures. You're not going to want to turn your back on one of those now, will you? Enjoy the motorcade.
That's ham-fisted.
So not only is this a pocket dimension TNT fly, it also is sent by somebody.
Sure.
This is...
Is this just
like
like,
this.
fuck the magic bullet, mine's gonna be a fly that explodes?
I like the idea of like, why does it need to be anything more than, if you're going to put a conspiracy to it, first off, why are you doing that? Why can't it just be like, well, shit, there's nothing we can do about it. There are just fucking explosive flies out there. It's a magic bullet. This dude over here, he did it with a shitty rifle. That in upon itself is cool. Like, why not just make it a cover up? But if you're really insistent on there being some sort of conspiracy, why would you say like enjoy the motorcade with its explosive reaction? Like, why would you warn him?
Yeah.
Boom! It's a bug.
That's literally not a like threat of like do this or else. It's literally just like we're going to kill you.
Yeah.
With an explosive fly from another dimension.
I can listen. I can fully support threatening the president if it gets you what you want. But you violent extremists have just foregone the conclusion and said, no, I'm going to kill you no matter what.
Yeah.
Well, it just so further complicates it that somebody is in control of the flies. Anyway, go ahead. Lee House Fly Oswald?
He is the Lord of the Flies. They never explained that. You know the book The Lord of the Flies?
Yeah.
Written by Lee Harvey Oswald.
I see.
Lee Harvey, Beelzebub Wald.
I thought it was Catcher in the Rye.
They're both awful.
Catcher in the Fly.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Ketchup on your fly? Barbecue sauce on your turds?
Barbecue sauce on your turd. According to the present members of the presidential cabinet, Kennedy folded the paper and placed it in his pocket, quickly changing the subject of conversation on Secretary of State Dean Rusk questioned what the content of the mail consisted of.
During a routine post-assassination investigation.
As one does.
The routine investigation, the Warren Commission, the one thing, it's only ever been once.
Hey, Barbara, I gotta go out today, I gotta get in early, we're doing another post-ass.
I got to ass-blast this post-ass if I want to get to golf.
God damn it.
Can we get a documentary by Ken Burns of just, like, the history of post-ass?
Double. Write an RPC. Write this exact RPC, but instead of the fly, it's just a regular dude, and Photoshop it so on the hood of the motorcade car is a guy just bend it over ass-blasting Kennedy.
America's collective shame. During a routine post-assassination investigation.
Double. Please photograph a man from a book loft. Please photograph a man inside of a half-price books, inside of a Barnes and Noble, bending over, shooting a barbecue sauce turd.
Don't draw this. Photograph it.
And the turd hits Kennedy in the head.
God damn it.
And it's all extremely detailed, and then send it to the president on Twitter and ask him, why won't you release this photo? What are you hiding from us?
Send it to Trump so it might actually get released.
Oh my god.
As the video is going, the entire time, I want to hear, who can say where the roads lead?
Only Biden.
I'm waiting for porn sites to get like DMCA takedown, just like Twitch and YouTube do for like putting up copyrighted music, and then they just like the sound gets taken out and it's just playing. Just during some hardcore gay ass pounding.
God damn it.
We need to basically release all of Enya into the public domain so it can be the default. I hate this fucking paragraph. During a routine post-assassination, I hate you. Shut up!
Slow motion Bukake cum shot video. It's like,
oh god, it got in the
what you say?
I met you rolling well.
Sorry, God.
During a routine post-assassination investigation of archived White House data sheets status sets performed by the Research Division, the authority discovered documents of Kennedy's association with a political terrorist organization identifying as the Gavel of God. Oh, God. Please, no. Such documents
The fly swatter of God, actually. Sorry, go ahead.
Your Gavel of God.
God damn it.
Such documents revealed, among other things, that John F. Kennedy colluded
John F.
with...
Kennedy?
Leave me alone.
I'm John. It's me, John F. Kevin Spacey. What you've heard is not true.
Listen, I'm gay. Kennedy colluded with his organization to guarantee his success during the presidential election, utilizing anomalous means. Sure. Okay.
Listen, there's nothing to fear except for fucking explosive flies. That's goddamn terrifying.
That's FDR.
Listen,
No, I wrote it.
presidents.
Fuck you. Sorry, again.
I was also FDR. Fuck you. This collusion was agreed
Ask
upon.
not what you can do for your country.
Ass blast your way to democracy.
Ich bin ein assblaster.
This collusion was agreed upon to take place as part of a transaction in, oh my God, like, no shit, in which the organization was to manipulate manipulate polling numbers, implant ideological mimetic agents into political ads, and most notably redacted. This was to be done in exchange for the U.S. government to route funding towards the organization's efforts to weaponize anomalies for use in religious propagation within 22 oh my God.
Yeah, if there's one thing that needs help spreading, it's fucking religion. What are you talking about? It's everywhere.
At this time, no available documents make clear which religions they seek to propagate beyond vague statements of messianic prophecy and establishing holy order. That is so uninteresting and ham-fisted.
And smelly.
I'm wondering if there was like this whole Gavel of God thing as an RPC concept independent of this story, and then this story kind of got shoveled into that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's the thing. Kennedy, there was a fear from his opponents of, he's a Catholic, he has a direct line to the papacy, they're going to start ruling America. You could work that in, but it's not. It's a mysterious thing that may or may not be connected to other stories. Fuck you, read them. But none of it matters. So,
I'd be down for Fly Pope.
Oh, that would be great.
The Pope sends flies to kill people, you know?
The Pope, every time there's a new Pope, the College of Cardinals doesn't actually elect a new Pope. They just, get a pupa, and it's a Pope, and they make that the new Pope, but it's like a fly person. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Well, I am worried. Do we have to censor out the whole thing about the election? Because I don't want this, I don't want us to be perceived as questioning the results of the election.
Of the Kennedy election.
Kennedy election.
Okay, here we go. You ready? This'll get us good in the eyes of the algorithm, okay? Biden won. Biden is the president. Biden won. Trump, orange, small hands, bad, fat, diaper, idiot. Okay, there we go.
I think we're good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Fortnite.
Fortnite. He will be sworn in a fortnight to be our president. You cannot stop the count.
Where are we dropping, boys? Bay of Pigs? Event. Okay. Sorry again. Sorry, good.
It's funny because it's a proxy war. Upon observing the footage of the assassination, including embedded authority and bystander testimonies, it was discovered that the prototype iteration of RPC-779 was released into the motorcade, which detonated while in proximity to Kennedy.
Okay, I just want to say quickly before we correct that, you realize now that somebody out there is going to go, proxy war. I think I have an idea for a new creepypasta. Ticky Toby and Jeff the Killer decided to go after.
Actually, it would be foolhardy to assume that it hasn't already happened in Archive of Our Own.
There's got to be a schism. No, they're all Slenderman proxies, but there is a schism about what he wants.
The Jism schism.
The Jism schism.
There's basically there's your Catholic Protestant of the Slenderverse, and Jism schism. That sounds like an old jazz musician or something. And now the musical stylings of Jism schism.
Jizzle, skizzle.
I say it'll jizzy. A skizzle, skizzy. What the fuck? All he does is say his name like a Pokemon. What was it? Excuse me. What was it like writing your famous song that everyone loved? Oh, well, jism, schism, jism, schism, schism, jism. Oh, jism, jism, schism.
Fascinating.
Huh.
That's
Who the
right.
fuck are you? I walk jism, schism up on stage.
This is a thorough takedown of Cajun culture and how their language is wrong.
Yes.
French, number one, stupid. Bastardized French, doubly stupid.
Oh, can we get a t-shirt, please, of the French flag, and it just says under there, French, number one, stupid. French, number one, stupid.
And just take that shirt and then go to France.
Yes.
I am really praying for the day that some Fearfic fan out there, because I'm not going to do it, makes a compilation of all of our t-shirt designs, because we've lost all of them to time.
Okay, let me realistically say this to our audience. If you're actually still listening and you are paying attention, we do need a compilation video maker, because we don't want to do it. So we want to be able to just say to you, compilation of this, and then you go through all the episodes and get them.
Yeah.
Can we get a compilation of every time Abysmii was racist? And then it's just like, so you want us to just take every episode of the Fear Fiction podcast and put it back to back?
Yeah. 300-hour episode, let's go.
Just every time that Abysmii is a drunk racist.
10 hours of Abysmii being racist. Has like this, what is it called? Synthwave thumbnail. Fuck. So it's the girl studying with headphones on, but on her computer's Abysmii burning across.
No, it's him sitting at his desk editing music, but he's like recoiling in fear, and you can just see Paprika's fist off the side of the frame, just coming in to
It's
punch
just
him.
me, but like Alex Jones.
God damn it. Alright. Fuck.
This instance of RPC 997 shares notable differences to the current contained instance, having a much smaller damage size and cone of effect. This form of RPC 997 is indistinguishable from a bullet. Okay. It's literally the Office meme of like corporate wants you to find the difference between this, and it's like a bullet and the other one's a fly. It's just like there's no difference.
Yeah.
Such an instance was trained to target JFK by injecting samples of his tissue into food sources fed to the instance.
How'd they get that?
It can be identified to designate the target from a group of people by usage of scent. This was confirmed during an interrogation of Lee Harvey Oswald, the individual tasked by the gavel of God to release the fly motion picture at the designated time.
See, now, if they had said JFK's DNA, I would say, okay, sure, that's probably all over the place and you can find it anywhere. But his tissue is like, okay, how'd you get that?
Yeah. Marilyn Monroe has some of his DNA.
Yeah.
Still, to this day.
God damn it. Jeez.
Restabilization protocol. Local population was led to believe a cover-up story such that Oswald employed non-anomalous methods to assassinate then-President Kennedy. MST Sierra 06 War Criminals was dispatched to the location, obtained from documents during the investigation, a secure holdings facility for the aforementioned political terrorist organization located in Beep, United States.
Montana.
Probably Montana. Among other anomalies, sedated instances of RPC 997 were acquired and brought back to authority site 073, which are in containment at this time. None of that was necessary.
Why? Okay, question, guys. Lee Harvey Oswald. Fuck. Elias, you know what to do. Lee Harvey Oswald released a single fly that created a bullet hole in Kennedy's head.
No, he shot it from his gun.
Okay, but why then, a week later, are mega explosive flies captured in Dallas? Like,
Shut up.
he released all of them and then they didn't explode anything because there are no records of any explosions even though they go after anything alive? Or
Shut up, religion.
why? Oh, boy, that's the...
Shut up.
That's the complete
fact.
history
Gavel of God, shut up. Like, really, that's it, though. Like, this is overcomplicated, but also, like, filled with holes at the same time.
Just like Swiss cheese.
Just like Lee Harvey Oswald.
Oh, yeah.
Is Lee Harvey Oswald alive?
No.
Jack Ruby, who released an explosive fly into Lee Harvey Oswald's stomach on live television. Like, come on. Jack Ruby is the guy who shot Oswald. You asked if he was alive. It's an interesting thing. They were taking Lee Harvey Oswald out in police custody, and Jack Ruby walked up and just shot him in the fucking stomach. Yeah.
I forgot that Jack Ruby did that. Yeah.
Jack Ruby is a gigantic man suit full of flies that are explosive. What? RPC, come on. We have an addendum here, but I don't know.
No,
not reading.
No, we don't have an addendum.
Okay.
There is no
such
addendum.
thing exists. No.
Okay.
This is the most Jedi mind trick. There is no addendum.
Nope.
I see.
Don't look at the man behind the curtain.
Wake up, America! Don't look at the man on the grassy knoll. I like the idea of Lee Harvey Oswald releasing one fly and going, "Go, my pretty, do what you will." And then there's a dude on the grassy knoll releasing like 7 other highly explosive flies and going, "Yeah, go, flies, go get them. Let go, explode them." People of different quality.
There's someone on the grassy knoll and he's releasing flies. He's like, "Go, my pretties, I've engineered you through anomalous means, through the gavel of God." And then Lee Harvey Oswald is just up there with a rifle and he's like, "I can make it." Boof.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, that's the problem. You release explosive flies, they're just going to go straight for the poop covered in fucking barbecue sauce. So
there's just a kid. There's a kid shitting himself.
God damn
It's
it.
like, "No, I need to see the president." Oh shit! And then a fly just comes by. Boof.
The original ass blasting. Yeah. RPC 997 is thought to be secretly behind the Dallas shit explosions of the 1960s.
Did an explosive fly kill Dale Earnhardt? Did an explosive fly purple guy rhyme much?
I think Scott Cawthon's in the gavel of God. Anyway.
Absolutely he is.
This has been the Fear Fiction Podcast. Your hosts are Abysmii, Dead Palette, and Slimebeast. Music by Abysmii. Art by C.F. Comer. Voiceover by Atticus Jackson. Edited by Elias the Intern. Subscribe to Fearfic on YouTube to stay up to date on new episodes.
And now, an adaptation of Short Story 1's I Am Going to Allow My Son to Be Weird for 12 Hours a Day instead of just 1 hour.
Forensic Psychologist Report, Patient 12B, Session 5. You mentioned that you had children. Tell me about them.
I'm going to allow my son to be weird for 12 hours a day instead of just 1 hour.
You think your son is weird?
Well, you see, 12 hours, it spreads my son's weirdness evenly further, rather than the weirdness just coming out in a burst when it's just an hour. My son is weird. He was born like that, unfortunately. You need to do something weird a day.
Can you give me an example?
Like, he might go under a car and start singing, or he might like to camp up in the middle of the road. I had him tested out and tried many therapists, but all had failed him. I made my son, so it's my fault he exists. It's my responsibility to handle his weirdness.
And how did you do that?
When I allowed my son to be weird for only an hour a day, it came out like lightning. Everything was a burst into the extreme. Like he would start dancing with someone's detached head, and that person's body would be feeling left out and would start fighting with my son. When he was only allowed to be weird for 1 hour, it wasn't enough to spread the weirdness or reduce the extremity of his weirdness. It wasn't good enough for an hour. Like when I asked where he had been all night, and he claimed that he was at some old couple's house in our area. I didn't believe him.
But?
Well, then the old couple phoned me and said, "Your son was at our house, and he was dancing with our organs and made our skin lovely with our blood. Come over and see what he has done to us." And as I drove over to the old couple's house, I observed that my son's full name was written in blood all over the walls. I also saw that the old couple were stabbed-up bodies lying next to each other. My son was telling the truth, and I apologized to him.
And this led to a difference in your parenting?
Well, then I allowed my son to be weird for 12 hours, and it has made his weirdness less chaotic and less extreme. His weirdness is just minor now, like trying to impress the cats in our neighborhood that he can sing. But when they reject him, he might kick them. All in all, it's less stressful on me.
Film cows, llamas with hats.
What?
Have you seen llamas with hats?
No, I don't think anyone has ever mentioned that. Is it Tyrandomsaurs?
Oh my god. It's good. I like it. I like Film Cow. Film Cow's enjoyable.
It's good. I'm just being a dick.
Yeah, you are. Film Cow is like an animation guy people. Anyway, they make a thing called Llamas with Hats, which is, just excellent, required viewing, very, very internet. Do you guys have any feelings on Llamas with Hats?
I've never seen it, but it sounds A-okay.
Oh my god. Abysmii, you have to see it. I can't even describe it. It's like this nation. It's this generation Citizen Kane. What do you?
This nation under llamas.
It's this nation's Llamas with Hats.
It's our nation's 9/11.
Kind of, yeah. A little bit. Llamas with Hats is not ongoing, but like a mini series of cartoons made by a YouTube dude, and funny and pithy and meaningful and deep if you think about it on a meta level.
All of that.
Yeah, and it has.
And
llamas.
there's great phrase. I like it. You'll like it, Abysmii, because if you like Frisky Dingo and stuff like that. It has fun phraseology, like boat nectar. Like they find fun ways to play with language.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll check it out.
That's one of our plugs specifically for Abysmii. Thank you for listening, everybody.
No one else gets to watch that.
Yes.
Yes.
Strike his channel after you see it. File false complaints. Take it down.